Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back to Space Engineers. We have jumped to the system and there seems to be a giant moon behind us in front of a very small planet. Oh, that's probably just parallax error, but never mind. There don't seem to be many asteroids around, which is a bit disconcerting. However, there is a few planets as well. We've got a terrestrial planet nearby, we've got a desert one over there, and off in the distance we can see some kind of planet, but I don't know what biome it is. Hopefully it's habitable, and hopefully there's oxygen, because we could use oxygen if we decide to build a base. Right, let's turn that off. So I've marked the jump entrance that we have. This is kind of the origin point, and this is where which we're going to do in planets. We're going to build a space station, like a trade port space station in orbit around the moon, because why wouldn't you? So let's get out. Right, so first of all we need to try and find out how far away the planet is, like the surface of the planet, which means that we probably want to drop a probe onto it. It is actually quite far, but as you can see, if you've got your resolution up to scale, it is moving closer. We are outside the gravity well, so we probably actually want to check where the gravity well is. I'll probably do that using me, so let me go backwards until I find the gravity well. Because once we know... Okay, so planets exert a gravity well. Once we know that where that gravity well is, then we can use that as kind of a don't go past this point kind of thing. It should appear very soon, since we're getting very close. This thing is massive. It's essentially a massive asteroid, and hopefully we'll be able to use it to get a lot more materials than we would in space. But the first rule is I want kind of something mining operation, something dark side on this moon, even though it's not a moon, it's a giant asteroid, because I don't know if there's even asteroids in this map. If there's not, well, I think I can get I think I have a way to be able to solve that. If we go beyond like 50,000, I believe the antenna is. Let me check. So we can actually remote control. No, we can't remote control. Okay, so we can't remote control the ship from here, which is kind of annoying. But never mind. So as you can see, I'm probably going to guess that is quite far off. Yeah, I'm going to return to the ship because that was a stupid idea with the surveyor all the way off there. Because if I ran out of hydrogen or oxygen or health, no, not health, energy, I would have died. Let's turn dampeners off, wait for things to happen. Yeah. Why can't I connect to you, Mr. Antenna? Is it because you're not owned by me yet? Oh, there we go. Right, we can now select it. I think it's because I need to be within 100 meters, which is not particularly nice. Space pirates are a faction. That's fine. Interesting. Why do we want surface field range? We want antenna range. Okay, so if we go to the surface, the antenna will be able to see this place, which is very nice. So this kind of sphere is the antenna range, and basically it shows you if you go past the point, then you can no longer see this antenna, and transversely you can no longer see the antenna range. Terminal is not connected to any ship. Sphere Mark 1 info. Yeah. Turn that off. We don't need it. Okay. So first things first, I'm probably going to suggest we create some sort of drone to send down to the planet. You know, like we have this small ship with a remote control and a camera. We want a remote control and a camera that we can just flush away into, well, onto the moon, and then do some experiments with, you know, impact and things like that. So let's get, first of all, let's reorientate the ship so that the sun is on the rear side. So we can just flip over. There we go. That should be good. Yep, right. That basically means I can see what I'm doing when I'm building. Now, you will notice a frame rate drop when I'm looking towards the moon, and that's because, well, you know, it's a giant object that's being rendered from a very, very far away area. Right, let's go back to basics. What do I need to create a new ship? Right, to create a new ship we need steel plate, motor, large steel tube construction. Right. Right, let's get this up then. Yeah, we're gonna get low on stuff very quickly, which is not the best thing. Right. Yeah, you may notice the volume has increased, and that's because I've increased how much carrying capacity everything has, because I was getting sick and tired of only being able to grab 1,200 pounds, so this time I'm dragging 400 pounds. I believe L is pounds, right? Or is it litres? I don't know. People really need to use the metric system more often. Right, so let's get a small ship. Let's bang it on there. Let's weld it. Oh. Yeah, I've also lost all my welder stuff as well. That's a bit naff, but that's what happens when you try to manipulate space-time. Right. It should be completely fine though. Okay, we've got the landing gear. Let's get all blocks. I need light armor. Let's build kind of a box thing, and then we're going to want to place some thrusters in all directions. Thrusters. This is going to be a very, very, very small ship, so I don't really mind it. In the case that if it does disappear, it doesn't really matter. Right. Go, small thrusters. I don't think these small thrusters are going to react against gravity very well, but it is a very small ship. I really should have used a generator there, but that's okay. Then we need a remote control block. Place in place. We need interior plate. Now, if you want to yell at me for doing something completely stupid, you can do so. This is my first time in the planet's area. Yeah, this is horribly slow. I will get an upgrade for my welder as soon as I can find some resources. Right, computer. That was the thruster components. Let's get rid of these and like bring 200 instead. Thruster components. Let's angle this upwards. And I need another large steel tube. I don't think I have it, do I? No, I don't. Right, production. Assemble like 10 steel tubes. Make it a bit more. I think my sourcing system is fine. If not, that's going to be a massive pain. Because I don't see anything automatically move. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo all of that. It's a pain. It's a real pain that, you know, things don't work the way they're supposed to when I move on to a new server. World thing. Keep using 6 instead of 1 for welder. Old habits die hard. Right, so I'm going to get the rest of this stuff up and running. Because I'm sure at some point I'm going to start dying because I'm talking too much. And we'll be back once I've outfitted this kind of drone probe thing with the necessary equipment. Okay, here we go. We have the uranium that we need. Right, let's throw the uranium in. The entire ship should be powered. Good. Right, let's get rid of that. And then we need to try and communicate with it. Small grid 2549. You are now known as Probe. Shot range. The antenna range is not that good. It's not far enough, because I think the antenna can only go a certain distance, unless I haven't set it up properly. Antenna broadcast radius 5,000. No. Does use up more stuff, but I guess that's fine. Well, that means we need to get within 5,000 meters of the thing, unless we can use something brand spanking new. Right, let's get this thing called a laser antenna. Oh god, that's expensive. No, let's not. Can we stack multiple antennas? Otherwise we're going to have to go there on foot. Well, we're going to have to attach the drone. Yeah, let's do that. Probe. You are locked. Good. You've auto-locked. That's nice. I want you to rename your antenna to ship name probe antenna. There we go. Right, let's get in the ship and let's fly. As they say. Let's turn this on. Because we can use this antenna system that's inside the ship itself to be able to find the area. So if I go upwards, yeah, the probe stays on. That's nice. Let's turn around, and we want to. Yeah, I probably want to fix my oxygen first. Actually, yes. So if I go oxygen. Yeah, I need an oxygen bottle. Luckily, there's one on hand. Right. Go. That should keep me running if it works properly. Refilled from oxygen bottle. Excellent. Right. I only want to cruise around 34, possibly 50. And then we want to get back to the jump entrance once that goes. Once the yellow bit gets into the terrain. Because if it doesn't, well, because if we start getting the gravitational pull on us, it's not going to be good. Right, okay, we have that. Just want a bit more. And stop. Nice. Still in artificial gravity. That's good. Right, let's get the probe. Let's select probe. Hello. So we're currently 5,000 meters away from the surface, I believe. So let's get probe. And I want to control from you. And I want to get camera view. I want to get... Right, here we go. Doesn't have any gyros. Yeah, I'll do the gyros because that's a sensible idea. Get the gyros full, because if it doesn't have gyros, it can't turn round. It's not one of the worst mistakes I've made, to be honest. I've made it worse. What? Gyro, please tell me. Gyroscope. Hooray! We need steel plate, construction component, launched in tube. Steel plate, construction component, large steel tube, and movable construction component. Thank you. We need motors as well, possibly some computers. Yes. Okay, that's everything. So let's whack that on. Right, that's better. Now throw everything back in. Good. Fool! Could have let something that's not that expensive go into the abyss. Turn on the force field so that our ships don't like fall out of nowhere. Because that's the imperative thing. I'm not losing my ships today. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Probe. Remote control. Okay. Activate camera. Disable landing gear. Can I turn around? Yes, I can. I probably want to disable. Disable the sharp turn range. Right, here we go. It may look a bit pixely, but that's the business. So as you can see, moving away from the ship. So we should have contact until, well, unless we go off target. Because basically, if you have a look at the very right, we can see our spare antenna thing. We want to see at what point the artificial gravity kicks in. Gravity... 2,000. So 2,000 away. Slow down. If we can make a perfect landing, that's fine. We're not going to make a perfect landing. Right, I guess this is a test impact. It's science, people. We seem to have survived. Okay, we have survived. Do we want to... I can't see anything. Where the hell is the sun? Okay, so we're 6,300 away from the jump distance. Artificial gravity is... Right, let's move to the car. Really should have brought a spotlight here, because all I'm seeing is... Right, and we should technically auto park. Right. We have landed, people. Success! Okay, so we have the probe antenna over there. We probably want to hit kind of a... Don't go past this point or your stupid point. GPS. Use the current position. Let's do gravity well. Gravity well warning. Also within range of probe, so if we come back here we can see the probe, and that's fine. That's good. And we can also jump to it, because it's a jump point. That's fun. Right, let's move. So now that we've got that sorted, see, we can't see the antenna anymore. Thing is, it is going to run out of power soon. But if once it's daytime on the surface, we can go back to that point, and we can have a look around and see what's there. Which, to be honest, is the most important thing in science. Let's slow down. Yes. Nice. Okay. So, I'm a bit worried that there are no asteroids. I mean, there are ways that I can generate them if I need to, but I don't really want to have to. As you can see, it's about to become surface. It's about to become daylight, so we can probably see. Oh. No, it appears we landed on the pole, because the sun is going this way, and this is kind of on a... Yeah, it's not going to get much sunlight, but it is going to get spectacular shadows. I mean, look at this. Look at the atmosphere. It's so cool. But yeah. I'll have a look around for asteroids. There should be asteroids. If there are not, then I guess we're going to make a planet-side building thing. Because there should be asteroids. There should. But until then, my name has been Zero Jake. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you next time.